Good morning. So today I am going to discuss another new topic of Unit 2. It is acids, base and buffer. Okay. So all of you have a general idea about acids, base and buffer. Okay. If I spell the first, we are going to discuss about the acid. What is acid? Okay. So generally when we spell the term acid, one concept comes to our mind. It is a sour taste, means खट्टा. Is it or not? It is a general concept. अगर मैं बोलूँ कि एसिड क्या है, हम लोग को मन में आएगा कि थोड़ा खट्टा खट्टा सी जैसा लगता है ना? Okay. So, but in generally we can define acid and base by using three principles. Okay. Acids and base by using three principles. First concept is called Arrhenius. Arrhenius concept. That means Arrhenius ने बोला था क्या एसिड है क्या बेस है. Arrhenius defined that what are acids and what are base. According to Arrhenius, acids are the substances. It produces proton if you dissolve in water. Okay. So acid releases proton. Acid releases proton if you dissolve in water. Okay. And bases are the substances. It releases hydroxyl ion. If you apply this, no need to write. I will give the material. Okay. If we apply this, you can get some example. For example, hydrochloric acid. Is it? If you dissolve in water, it will produce H plus and Cl minus. So according to Arrhenius, HCl is a acid. Okay. So according to Arrhenius, what is base? Arrhenius told that bases are the substances which releases hydroxyl ion. So sodium hydroxide. So it will produce OH minus. Okay. So this is the concept of Arrhenius. Then another person whose name was called Lowry. Bronsted and Lowry. Two persons are there. They also define acid. According to Bronsted Lowry, acids are proton donors. Acids are proton donor. Donor means जो देते हैं, proton donor. And according to Bronsted, bases are proton acceptor. These are things you get might be got in the SS classes, is that not? So next is another principle is there. It is called Lewis. What Lewis told? Lewis told that acids are electron acceptor and base are electron donor. These are three principles. These are three principles regarding acids and bases. Concept. These are three concepts which gives the definition of acid and base. You should have clear idea about that. Now, I am giving one example. Okay. One chemical. I am giving name of one chemical. You will tell whether it is acid or base. Okay. It is sodium carbonate. Have you any idea what is this? Acid or base? Sodium carbonate? It is a base. Yes, it is a base. But here there is OH minus is not here, but it is base. Okay. So it is not comes under Arrhenius concept. Okay? Arrhenius concept. Okay. So these are the definition Another topic, it is buffers. Okay. So first of all, have you heard this term buffer? Okay. So I am going to explain what we mean by buffer. Buffers are some solutions which have capacity to resist pH in addition of small amount of acid or base. Okay. Buffers are some solutions. Okay. Okay. Buffers are solutions which have ability to resist pH. Ability to resist pH in addition of small amount of acid. This is acid or base. That means the pH of that solutions before the addition of acid and base and after the addition of acid or base will be same. Are you getting me? This is called buffer. Okay, बफर एक सॉल्यूशन है जिसका pH मतलब pH सेम होगा। अगर कोई मतलब स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ एसिड और बेस तुम डाल भी दोगे उसका pH का कोई डिफरेंस नहीं आएगा, पहले जो था वही होगा। It is solutions with a capacity to resist the pH when you add small amount of acid or base. Now question comes. Here we are getting one term, it is called pH. What do you mean by pH? It is the negative logarithm of hydrogen ion. Is it or not? So there is a scale which was given by Shorshon. What is the range of pH scale? What is the range of pH scale? It is 0 to 14. 0 to 7 is called acid and 7 to 14 is called base. Okay. So now you have got the definition of buffer. Chemically buffers are weak acids and its salt. Weak acids and its salt. Weak acid and its salt or weak base and its salt. We are going to take some example. Okay. Example of buffer. Example. No need to write. I will give the material. You just listen to me and try to understand. Example. Acetate buffer. Acetate buffer. Acetate buffer contains acetic acid and its salt. That means acetic acid is CH3COOH and its salt means CH3COOH is salt. Okay. So it is an example of buffer. So buffer solutions have some properties. Okay. Buffer solutions have some properties. First of all, it has a constant pH. Second thing, if you add small amount of acid or small amount of base, the pH of the buffer solution don't change. Third thing, if you store it also for a long time, then also pH will be same. Third thing, if you dilute also, then also the pH will not more change. Okay. So buffer solution have some property. I will give you the material, you will get from there. Second thing, types of buffer. What is the types of buffer? I told you chemically buffers are weak acid and its salt and weak base and its salt. And another thing, now question comes, you should know about the weak acid, strong acid. You have idea about that. I will explain later this thing. So now I am going to discuss about the types of buffer. There are two types of buffer types. Types of buffer. One is acidic buffer. Another is basic buffer. Acidic buffer का example मैंने बोली India, acetate buffer. Example of acidic buffer is acetate buffer, and it is ammonia. Basic buffer is ammonia buffer. Acidic buffer contains weak acid and its salt, and basic buffer contains weak base and its salt. Okay? So this is about the general idea of buffer. So next we are going to discuss about the buffer equations and how buffer works. Okay? For that we are taking one example of acidic buffer. Acidic buffer. I told you acetate is acidic buffer. It is acetic acid and combination of acetic acid and sodium acetate. Okay? In this case, what happened? In the solution, what happened? If it is a solution from the acetic acid, it will dissociate this way. CH3 CO minus plus H plus, is it? And acetate ion, sodium acetate will dissociate this way. CH3 CO minus plus sodium plus. You will get in this solution, in this buffer solution, you will get three kinds of ions. One is acetate ion, okay? One is Na plus, okay? Another is H plus. Three ion you will get, okay? So in this case, there is an effect in chemistry. It is called common ion effect. Due to common ion effect, the amount of CH3 minus will be little bit less. Okay. So in this solution, what is the ability of buffer solution? It has ability to keep the pH constant. That means amount of H plus ion in this solution will be same. Then the pH will be same. Is it or not? So if you add here H plus, what happens? If you add H plus in this solution, what happens? It will be, the pH will be definitely, if amount of pH H plus will be high, then pH will be high. Is it or not? We have to do something with this H plus. What will happen in this buffer solution? See here, CH3CO minus ions are there. So this CH3CO minus ion will react with this H plus, okay, and it will produce acetic acid. That means the H plus which we will add extra will be neutralized. The pH will be same. Is it or not? Okay. Then here we have another ion, another substance is also there. This CH3COH. Now we are going to add OH minus. Okay. Now we are going to OH minus. Okay. If number of OH minus will be high, then there also pH may change. So in that case, what happens? This OH minus will react. It will react with this acetic acid. The acetic acid what produced? Okay. This acetic acid CH3COH, and it will give, what will give? Acetate ion and water. Very good. Then water. That means the pH will remain same. Okay. In this way, buffer works. In this way, buffer works. Are you getting? This is the mechanism action of buffer solution. How buffer works. Okay. So another thing. Are you getting this thing? Okay. So another thing. In that case, we should know the pH of the buffer solution also. Is it or not? So to determine the pH of the buffer solution, a equation is given. It is called Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. That is called the buffer equation. Okay. To determine the pH of buffer solution, a equation is given. It is called Henderson-Hasselbalch Hasselbalch equation. Okay. So we will see later what is Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, which is called buffer equations. Buffer equations. So using this equation, we can determine the pH of buffer solutions. Okay. Now I am going to discuss what is the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation for acidic buffer solution. For example, we suppose a acid, it is HA. Okay. If you dissolve HA, it will form H plus and A minus. Okay. So if you apply the law of mass action, you get, might be you got in the SS class, law of mass action, then what happened? Rate of, you know that, A minus, is it or not? Okay. Now if you take the H plus here, then what you will get? You should convert H plus, then what you will get? Ka, ये ऊपर जाएगा A से, is it or not? और नीचे आएगा A minus. We know negative logarithm of H plus is PS. So if you take the negative log of H plus, then you will get the pH of this acidic buffer solution. So if you take the negative log of the whole Ka HA divided by HA divided by, then you will get, okay, A minus. Okay, this equation is called, after that you have to write down negative logarithm of H plus is equal to pH. I give the material, the substance is not visible in the board, okay, due to this marker, I forget to bring the good marker, so that is going on. So pH is equal, no need to write, I'll give, no need to write, I'll give, मैं दूंगा तुम लोग को. So it is negative log of K is equal to pK, pKa plus log of this. I'll give this in the material you will get. So in this way we can determine the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation for the basic buffer solution also. Okay, so this is very simple, you will get. So today what we have learned? Today we have learned that what are the basic concept of acid and base. Three concepts we got: Arrhenius, Bronsted-Lowry and Lewis. Then we know about the buffer solution, its properties, its types. Then we get about the how buffer works. Okay. Lastly, we discussed the how to determine the pH of buffer solution. It is called buffer equations. Okay. So thank you.